Ever thought of taking a leap of faith and moving to a new country? Well, if so, then you're just like me. 6 months ago, I quit my job in America, moved to Japan, and then recently I quit my job again. My life is a mess. Today, I'm excited to share my journey of how I moved to Japan, and trust me, it's a story full of twists and turns. In December of 2023, I moved to Japan, chasing a dream that I almost thought was impossible. Now, my first few weeks in the country were actually really amazing. I was meeting tons of people, going on runs every day, and studying Japanese in preparation to potentially spend the rest of my life in Japan. It's just, I would soon face a big problem. It was around my 6th week when things started to take a turn. You see, I went out with some of my coworkers and jokingly mentioned how my boss might have been yelling at me and making me stay late, and that's where I messed up. If you're familiar with American culture, then you might know that it's kind of common to hyperbolize your speech, saying things like, I'm starving, or I just got yelled at, or I've told you 1,000,000 times, etc. Well, I came to learn that they don't really do that in Japan, or most other countries, in fact. I'll spare you the details, but from here, suffice it to say, I ended up getting called out for talking negatively about my boss, and ended up having a mental breakdown where I basically admitted to being a terrible, horrible, lying sack of garbage. Not my best moment. You see, this is where my Japan journey really started to take a nosedive. Work went from being a place where I was having fun and experiencing kind of a new culture and meeting tons of people to a place that made me feel like I was a terrible person. And at 3 months into my journey, I hit the lowest point I've experienced in my adult life. I had just moved into a new apartment that was just right off the side of a highway, like 10 feet or 4 meters away, which I didn't know was gonna be a bad idea because I've never lived in a major city with highways before. I had no furniture, no utilities, no friends, no family, no Japanese skills, and the cherry on top is it was winter, so I was freezing every night. And I couldn't sleep because the highway was so loud. I had never been so thoroughly lost or defeated. Now, this experience ended up being a really good thing for me. It's what I needed to make a change. I ended up moving to a new apartment, starting Japanese lessons, and making a ton more friends. As a result, I have been starting to make a life for myself here and bet on myself once again. Now, I've learned a lot since coming here 6 months ago. This journey has taught me resilience and the importance of stepping outside of my comfort zone. I realize that the biggest growth comes from overcoming difficult challenges. I've learned so much in the last 6 months, and a lot of it has come from continually betting on myself. And that's what I would recommend for you too. If you're considering moving to a new place or quitting that job or starting up something new, then I would highly recommend taking the bet on yourself. I mean, it's not like I've gotten anywhere just yet, but I'm getting somewhere every day. And I think that's kind of the point of life. And maybe that's what we all should be doing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.